Hey everybody, it's Marshall Mike here. It's going to be my Arrow Season 4, Episode 22 review and rundown. A whole lot of stuff to break down, but I'm going to try to break it down in a little smaller video. There's a lot going on, and I'm making a video about that today. I don't know when it's going to be uploaded, but I'm making a video about it today. Hopefully it gets out as soon as possible. We have a lot of stuff to talk about, so let us get started. So this episode was good. I feel like the pacing between the third act, or the second half, or whatever you want to call it, some people think that the episode have two halves, the first half of the episode and the second half of the episode. Some people think that it's like a movie and it has third acts, like the first of the third and the second of the third and then the third, like the last act, like the final one. So I like to think of it as TV shows have two halves, and I like to think of it as movies of having third act, like three acts throughout, like the first act, setting up the beginning, the middle, the end. This is kind of like a half and half. Like episodes like these are kind of like half and half. Like you have the first half of the episode, second half of the episode. So in the second half, the final half of the episode, people thought the pacing between the first and second half of the episode was a little off, or maybe almost completely off. I don't say completely. It wasn't as bad as I've seen, but it was kind of like, it could have been way better. They could have fixed it. Although I do think that Anarchy, Lonnie mentioned, really helped it. I think that he helped kind of bring it together at the end, like kind of try to fix it, kind of control it a little bit more, because I love his performance. I don't know who the actor is who plays him, but he does a really good job. We're going to talk about that in a second. So this episode, Felicity has a lot going on with her father. Of course, in the last episode, they had Haven Rock destroyed. Really surprised that Felicity didn't have any other feelings towards that in this episode. Like, it kind of showed, but it was like she was dealing with her father and her mother and Curtis and all this stuff going on that they really didn't have time to develop that. Like, wouldn't you think she just destroyed a whole city with tens of thousands of people? Technically, Damien Dark did it, but she, couldn't stop it. And I feel like, shouldn't she be at least a little guilty? Like, shouldn't that eat her just a little bit? Like, eat at her soul just a tad bit, and, have them develop that through Season 5 or whatever. Or maybe not Season 5, but through the finale. They didn't really focus on that at all, so I feel like, I'm gonna let that one pass because they're setting up other things for the finale through the flashbacks, which are pretty much... The flashbacks are pretty much not going anywhere right now. I mean, maybe the finale, they'll have something to do with the flashbacks. Oliver will probably get off the island, maybe go to Russia, maybe go back to the United States again. Who knows for sure. But I feel like the flashbacks didn't really support this episode because it just kind of felt out of place in this one. You know what I mean? Like, it didn't really make sense with what was going on, and it was kind of like, the flashbacks really haven't supported anything that much except for the magic stuff, and Oliver's not doing any magic right now. So it's kind of like, we really don't need this at this point. Like, what's the purpose of having it anymore? Unless they're doing something to tease the flashbacks Season 5, that makes sense. But right now, in this episode, it really just, there's no point. But I really do like the flashbacks, though. I like that Diana is kind of getting that magic, that darkness, and I really like where it's going. I want to see a magic battle in the next episode, in the finale, between the flashbacks with Baron and Diana. That will be really fun to see a magic battle. What do you guys think? Comment down below. But I really do think that this episode, I love the action sequences, like where Oliver was jumping and shooting arrows at the same time, or flipping, or whatever. That was great. The running scenes were great. The fight scenes on Arrow are pretty much one of the best fight scenes, some of the best fight scenes on television right now. So I really do love that they are sticking with that. That's one of their strong points, is their fight scenes, and I love that about. And then the Flash is really more visual because they're they have powers and metahumans and stuff like that. So they're really more of the visual metahuman sequences, but Arrow is all about the physical action sequences, and I really do like that about the show. So that's something that I do like. And then I think that this episode also, I really like Merlin, but I feel like it doesn't make sense because, Thea, she's been drugged now twice by Merlin. Remember the first time she was hypnotized to kill Sarah? This is the second time? And I feel like she's not even doing anything. She's like, I'm so mad at you, but now I'm not. I'm kind of a little bit frustrated, but now I'm mad at you again, and I'm kind of frustrated. And it's like, hello? When is this going to stop? Because I feel like they're bouncing too much back and forth from that. This is the second time that he has taken control of your body, girl. You need to put him down. I mean, maybe not kill him, because John Barrowman is fantastic, and I love the Merlin character, but I feel like they need to do something, right? They kind of did that when they took away his hand. That was great, but I feel like that can't be enough to go into Season 5. They need to do something else. They need to, I don't know what else to do. Maybe have him get paralyzed. Oh, that would be so weird. In the finale, something happens to him, or, Damien uses magic on him or something. I don't know. Who knows? I mean, they've already made him suffer enough with his hand, but I feel like it's not going to carry over to the finale. So they need to do something so that they can still have that Thea Merlin stuff, Thea Merlin scenes, but without her jumping back and forth, being a little frustrated to like super mad, because that just gets old. And like I said, the hand thing isn't going to carry over to the finale and isn't going to carry over to season 5. We need to have something else happen to have them be connected through their lives and carry over into the next season. So what do you guys think about my idea to paralyze Merlin or do something to Merlin to make that carry over into the next season? Comment down below. I also did like I said, Anarchy. He really stole the show. He was great. Ruve is dead. Finally, I didn't like Ruve. I mean, not because she wasn't a good character or the actress wasn't good, just because she's the character that you love to hate. Like, you know, when you hate that character because they're a villain character, that means that they're doing a good job of playing that character. So, you know, that's why I hated her. She was just so annoying to be, like, in that one episode, with the fake Black Canary. Oh my gosh, the episode that was a few, episodes back. I hate her because she was just so annoying. But this one, she was pretty good. I really liked her here, and I liked to hate her. So that's why. I think that it's great that she's dead. Let's put that character to rest. Her daughter, though, where is that story gonna go? Interested to see where, you know, that goes. Oliver did save Damien's daughter, so I'm really excited to see what happens with that. But, again, I really just liked where this episode was headed. Now, more comic book Easter eggs. I mentioned this maybe in 2 of my videos. The Monument Point, Justice Society Easter egg, where they have a city Monument Point that gets destroyed. We did hear about Monument Point last episode, but they actually hit Haven Rock instead. So, in this episode, the crater, like in that, where Monument Point is in that comic, the Justice Society comic, they have a big crater in one of the panels and one of the comic book pages. I can't remember which page, or I can't remember which comic it was. It was in that Justice Society Monument Point comic, though, and you see that crater. Same crater in this episode. Like, it almost looks actually the same, like, size a little. If you see that picture and you see the crater, it kind of looks like that, except they have a wide shot. Because in that, I think Superman flies down, or somebody, and you can see the crater. So it's not like that. It's not like how they positioned it in Arrow, but it looks kind of like it could be the same crater if you tilt that photo down. I don't know. I don't know if you guys are understanding what I'm saying, but it kind of looks the same in my opinion. But yeah, it was really cool to see that crater too, so there's a comic book Easter egg for you guys. I really do like where they're going with the story, though. I think that the finale could be really great. Who knows for sure? And we got some stuff with the calculator. Felicity, you know, had a great time with her father this episode. I feel like she was connecting with him a little bit more, but Donna's like, hey, you gotta go. If you love Felicity, you will let her go. You know, you will go, you know, away, I guess you could say. Overall, I did like this episode. It was really good. I liked Curtis as well here. What do you guys think is going to be happening in the finale? Comment down below. Links are there to my other Arrow videos. Links are there to my Twitter, Instagram, Vine, vlog channel, and Sims channel. Don't forget to like and favorite this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.